Hi, my name is Aaron Kesselheim. I'm an associate professor of medicine at Harvard Medical School and a faculty member in the Division of Pharmacoepidemiology and Pharmacoeconomics at Brigham and Women's Hospital. Drug costs are an extremely controversial subject right now. A lot of physicians and patients are increasingly expressing frustration about the high cost of drugs. We undertook some research to look into the sources and effects of high drug costs in the U.S., as well as some potential policy solutions to the issue. In doing this research, we reviewed medical journal articles and other peer-reviewed reports from researchers, government, and other sources that have been published predominantly in the last decade to try to understand what some of the issues are around high drug costs and what some of the widely discussed solutions are. We found that indeed, drug prices in the United States are much higher than anywhere else in the world, and the main contributors to that are the U.S. drug marketplace, which allows drug companies to charge whatever the market will bear, and then in many respects places limitations on payers' abilities to try to negotiate lower drug prices. We found that the main intervention to lower drug prices in the U.S. is availability of generic drugs. What maintains high drug prices for brand name companies is market exclusivity. When a generic drug is available, that can lead to substantial reductions in the price of the drug. Another factor that contributes to high drug prices are physician prescribing choices and use of brand name drugs when a generic is available. In general, a lot of physicians don't know about the prices of the drugs that they prescribe and often don't ask their patients about the effects of drug prices on patients' abilities to purchase their medications and take their medications and adhere to their medications. One of the main justifications for high drug prices in the United States is the high cost of research and development of these prescription drugs. However, we found that there is no real association between costs of drugs and the development of new products. Most brand name manufacturers spend only about 10 to 15% of their revenues on research and development. And in fact, most of the transformative innovation in pharmaceuticals that occurs tends to occur in government labs and academic medical settings funded by publicly funded sources like NIH. There could be greater investment in research that tries to assess the value of products, particularly the comparative value of them. Another intervention is availability of generic drugs, ensuring that they're available at in a timely manner, and that there is a reasonable supply of them to maintain lower drug prices. There needs to be more education of patients and physicians about the implications of high drug prices and ways that they can ensure that the prescribing that they're doing is of highest value. We need to examine the types of market exclusivities that we provide to pharmaceutical manufacturers. I think we need to better study the generic drug marketplace to figure out ways that we can ensure that low-cost, high-quality generic drugs are available. We need to better study the impact of high drug prices on patient care and patient outcomes.